Hi, this is Yogi Cameron and welcome to this video series. So today we're going to speak about how to perform at your peak potential, your highest potential. Now your potential will move around a little bit according to your energy behind your potential. So let's say your potential is up here, but you're always going to be somewhere down here unless you bring the energy level up to the area where your potential is. So there's a lot of talk about potential these days. So let's get into some of the ways that you can start to live this potential. So avoiding distractions is the number one thing for me, because everybody has great potential. But there's so many distractions today, from telephones and cell phones and smartphones and your computer and chatting and socializing and food and you name it. It's distracting. So most people don't reach their potential because they're just distracted. So it's not that you can't get there, it's just you are not allowing yourself to get there. So put distractions aside, and how we do this is by making the most important things, kind of like a list, a mental list or a physical list of these are the most important things that I have to get done today, and I'm just going to stick to these. And somebody whose mind is all over the place needs a physical list. You need to kind of go through them to know. Somebody else who's not as scatter-minded, you can make a mental list and follow that. But either way, you're going to need to put those distractions aside. Then you come to the second point, which is sacrifices. We all have to make sacrifices, and they don't have to be so drawn out and heavy that we're giving up something. What we can think in this point, the solution here is to think not so much as that's a sacrifice, or think in terms of it is a sacrifice, but I'm going to get so much back from it. I'm going to reach my potential for putting something aside. So that way you'll recuperate on the other end. You won't be looking back saying, oh my God, I gave up so much. You'll say, no, this is what I made as the most important thing to me, and I had to make some sacrifices, but this was the end goal. So that sacrifices is the number two. And then what's more important to you? You have to ask yourself, what is the most important things to me? And then go for those. What you don't want to happen is that you get to your fullest potential, you're living your life and you're doing everything, and you look back and you say, but this wasn't even important to me. All those other things were important to me. So you kind of set this playing field, you clear it up just so you know what's in it. So you start to put the things that on that playing field which are the most important to you. So family is important to you, put that on there. Your certain type of work is on there. Whatever it is. You have to know what's on that playing field. You can't just have a mishmash of all kinds of things, aspirational things, but you're not actually focusing on the most important. And then the last one is setting realistic goals and not dreaming. Now there's a lot of talk about dreaming. We have to be dreamers, we have to think about these things. Sure, to a point. So dreaming is like excitement, it's great, but it will only take you so far. The action behind the dream needs to happen. So here, realistic goals mean, what are you willing to do at this moment? Because we're all dreamers to some degree, and we think we're going to do a lot more than we are. I'm constantly having to look at what I'm realistically willing to do and what I think I want to do. So realistically is where I stop, because I say, well, I kind of know myself. This is what I'm going to do. So I focus on that. I don't focus on the next stage, because I'm either not there yet and I don't want that next level to become the distraction, or I'm just not going to do it. So why don't I stick to what I'm going to do? So no distractions, sacrifices, making what's more important, and knowing your realistic goals. And this is how you're going to reach your potential. And then, of course, have the stamina to be there. Because if you don't have distractions, you're not going to fall back. If you've made sacrifices, they're not going to become distractions to you. If you know what's the most important things, you know that you're doing the right thing in the right moment, the way you want it. And realistic goals mean you're living to your potential at this level, and when you move up, you move up. But for now, you're right here. I hope that helps you up, and I hope it helps you out. And I hope you're using ycmembership.com. We got a lot more videos like this, and I'll see you there. Namaste.